Tarot, and this is your mid-October tarot card reading. So let us commence with see what the cards have to say. Wow, everybody's getting that. So what's retrograde right now? Is it Mercury? Is it Mars? I probably should have looked it up. Pretty sure Mercury is retrograde because it's retrograde all the time. But we have miscommunications. Okay, we have impulsive action likely. You know, we have someone who may be a little hot-headed. Okay. The Knight of Swords in reverse, followed by the Hangman in reverse, and the High Priestess. Okay. So this could mean so many different things. It could mean, you know, being bold in it, being arrogant. How about that? Being a little too arrogant. So you could either have arrogance around you, but you could check yourself. You could check yourself if you're being a little too arrogant. It leading to a longer than expected waiting time. This could be somebody who's very impatient. Somebody who's very impatient around you, or it could be a trait that you're exhibiting yourself. Some of you guys may be feeling impatient about potential romantic interest who is taking a long time to decide. This person is very attractive to you. Very, I don't want to say feminine qualities, but I guess they connect with you like on an inner level. You're in awe of them. Also, there's some throw to psychic, subconscious intuition types of conversations in the middle of the month. So some of you guys are having prophetic dreams, or you know, you're dreaming about that person that's very desirable to you. This may be during a period of limbo, so a dry spell. What else are we dealing with? We have the Emperor in reverse, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, some of you. Oh, so I guess the thing is, like, go with your gut, go with your intuition, pay attention to your subconscious so that you can change your perspective, so that you can have the right perspective. Go with your gut when it comes to people. Be bold and go with your gut in the middle of the month. Okay, so then the Emperor is somebody I always say is presenting as king energy, as like stable energy, as fiery energy. They take action type energy. Somebody presenting as assertive, as so I'm wondering if there's somebody that you're hoping will take action but they aren't. They're showing as somebody who would, that somebody that you want to, but they are not. That they're not willing to deal with what comes along with dealing with you. The Knight of Wands in reverse, it represents taking action and being aware that you have something to put up with. Like, there's a give and take. There's a, you know, you're gonna have to deal with some stuff when you take action. But this is like fiery flush, where there's passion and there's a willingness to present that way, but not actually be that way. So you could be looking at somebody who's very lustful, somebody who wants you for passionate reasons, for sexual reasons, sexual desire reasons, for ego-based reasons. And then you're gonna have to do the whole thing, the swish swish with the knife, cut you off. The Executive Swords decision with the Queen of Swords. She is very independent, so I think some of you guys are, and she look at how she's like hovering over the gentle spirit of a High Priestess. It's like, okay, I'm intuitive. I think some of you guys have to have your defenses up, you know, and just cut the fakes, you know, just be on guard. I think that some of you have been in limbo for a while because of your perspective of things. Maybe you guys choose the wrong partners. Maybe you like you have those love goggles on when you look at people, but you don't really like assess who they actually are, and you give them your heart too soon. Maybe that's, let's not say heart. Let's say you give them chances too soon. Right? But I think that you're gonna have to exercise the Queen of Swords energy, where you're not gonna get the wool pulled over your eyes. And like, look at that. There's so much swords here. It's almost like you're gonna have to be. Wow, that's loud. Who is that? How long does it take to drive by a building? Damn. But yeah, so that could represent an Aries. So the Hangman could represent Pisces. The High Priestess could represent Cancer. We're all over the place, right? Where are we going with this? Where are we going? More subconscious mind stuff. Putting in the work. Spiritual journey. Okay, pay attention to your intuition, guys. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your dreams 100%. And pay attention to your dreams during a full moon. There's a new moon coming. There's a full moon every 28 days, baby. It's a new cycle. And maybe play with those cycles in your manifestation, like what you desire, I guess. You wanting them to happen, maybe use the moon cycles to make them happen. Yeah, I've been recently doing that, and I've actually had some good results. It's just weird. It's so weird. It just inspired me to start doing other things, like making candles. And yes, that's a candle I made. No label. But yeah, for you, we have 2 8s here, going in cycles, working hard, and going on an independent solo journey. I feel like you guys have a lot of work to do, and I think you're gearing up to start that journey. I think that there's like this perspective that comes over you, or this like perception of life. Like, it's just, you know, when you go through one of those spells where you're depressed, you're bummed out. You know, I feel like it's one of those, and then you come on the other side of it as like, okay, well, I want to be productive. And that being productive is something that is like, I need to take stuff seriously. I need to make executive decisions. I'm not saying you need to cut people off, but you need to like either be firm with yourself or firm with people around you, but have that structure around and be independent. The moon card, if we have any type of like mind altering vices, you know, just too much smoking, too much sleeping, too much drinking, too much eating, any of that, which clouds our perception of reality. You know, when you're in a food coma, you're not thinking straight, you're not being your 100% self. When you're drinking, you're drunk, you can't, you know, motor skills not good. So it takes a little bit of self-reflection and trying to assess where you're at and what you want to change. But I think the most important thing is the structure. The 8 of Pentacles represents that structure, and just literally doing the work, like literally doing the work, and understanding that these things take time, and giving yourself time and space to develop a workflow and like take it step by step. Go on that personal journey where you're going to different levels of this. You're exploring different levels. There's mountains there. Like, you're going on a journey, going through peaks and valleys. You're going to step in some water. You step in your emotions, step in some action, and accept that type of a journey. Now, I think that that's a very bold kind of a mid-month kind of claim here to say that you guys are going on all these spiritual journeys, but you'll only know if you have those dreams. I think that and I don't just mean I have dreams. I mean, like, you actually start having these weird visions or these like dreams, and you start to need them interpreted. But I think those dreams are going to have little secret hidden symbolisms in them that will give you the deja vu feels in real life when they happen. Lots of subconscious stuff here, so just pay attention to symbols that show up, synchronicity, pay attention to the numbers that show up, colors that show up. Those are signs, because if you're not psychic or anything like that, those are the only things that you can, you know, pay attention to what smells come up in your head, like, boom. Especially when you're not even trying to think about that. Just be like, okay, I'm doing my thing. Oh, wait. Oh, I smell roses. Huh. Doing my thing, you know? Perfume happens to me all the time. Cologne happens to me all the time. I just smell a breeze of it, and there's no people around here. Anyways, there it is. That's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.